So I want to continue with my series of all the many governing body updates. Now, if you haven't seen it, my first two governing body updates, I discussed that Jehovah's Witnesses can now go to college, can now do toasting. Cheers! But today, I'm going to go back to year 2024, the governing body update, or what I like to call the new light on their understanding when someone was disfellowshipped. Now, before I show you the actual governing body discussing their updates, I'm going to read you directly from GOVERNING.org website. And it states, and I quote, "In March, year 2024, the governing body announced an adjustment to their policies regarding disfellowshipped individual, allowing for a brief greeting and or a brief interaction with them rather than their old light of complete shunning." Now, I added that, kind of changed it at the ending of this, because that's what their old light was. The old light from Jehovah, or from the governing body's understanding that if someone was disfellowshipped, all Jehovah's Witnesses, including their own Jehovah's Witness relatives, you must 100% shun them. They're doing this because they were being directed by Jehovah, aka the governing body. Now, here comes the new light.
Under our current arrangement, we don't say a greeting to individuals who've been removed from the congregation. However, the governing body has decided that publishers can use their Bible-trained conscience to decide whether to give a simple greeting and welcome a disfellowshipped individual who attends a congregation meeting.
Hi. So good to see you here.
Thank you.
While we wouldn't have an extended conversation or socialize with such a person, we do not need to ignore him completely.
So there it is. The new understanding. The new governing body adjustment on how they deal with someone who's disfellowshipped. But now, I want you all to understand this scenario that came directly from GOVERNING.org website. That scenario was only to referring to those who is disfellowshipped and trying to come back to the Watchtower organization, also known as GOVERNING.org. But now, if you're disfellowshipped, or if you is disassociated, but you are not interested on coming back to the Watchtower's organization, also known as GOVERNING.org website, or their religion itself, the governing body, or should I say Jehovah, is still required that you must shun the individual. I have two individuals. My cousin Melanie, she disassociated herself way back in 1997, and she was not committing a sin. All she did was disassociated herself, fell in love, and became a Mormon. And her mother and her brother never spoke to her again. Even to this day, in the year 2025, I know for a fact that my cousin has nothing to do with her Jehovah's Witness brother. Sadly, her mother passed away back in year 2012. And then, of course, myself. Next month, I'm going to be reaching 21 years since I walked away from the Watchtowers organization. Sadly, 99.9% of all my relatives, they are all shunning me. And I'm not just referring to only Jehovah's Witnesses. I have so many other relatives on my dad's side who are actually ex-Jehovah's Witnesses that are still shunning me for some personal reasons, which we'll be discussing on a different video. So I just want to let you all to understand that this religion, this Watchtower organization, this JW religion, Jehovah's organization, they like to call it, this religion is very destructive. They truly don't know what's right or what's wrong. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, there's going to be a lot more governing body updates in the near future. And once again, thanks, and hope to see you again.